Hi guys, how we doing today? Welcome to Just on Tarot. We're going to be doing your weekly reads. First, I want to say happy Mom's Day to all the moms out there. I hope it is a beautiful, amazing day. I hope you get all the things that you want or that you need. All right, I hope the sun shines for you guys. All right, so here lately I've been feeling a little stuck, kind of following my own journey. Definitely some changes in career path, leaving a job that I really loved with people that I really loved to try something new. So definitely getting out of my comfort zone this week. So when you tend to get out of your comfort zone, you get a little in your head about it lately. So we're trying to work past that. So I feel like right now, that's kind of the focus. What are we trying to get past? What are we trying to work through this week? So that's what this week is going to be about. All right, we're going to be moving through the zodiac sign, Aries through Pisces. And we will be doing an oracle card, a 3-card spread about our challenge, what's in our outcome, and maybe some advice coming up. All right, if you're feeling like you're a little stuck, this might be for you. If it's not, that's totally okay. But I feel like with being a little stuck, sometimes you need a little guidance. So that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, as I say again, happy Mom's Day. All right, take what resonates, leave the rest. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, guys, you guys ready? All right, we're going to get into Aries. We're going to pull an energy card for the zodiac sign of Aries. Kind of see where we're at, what we need to work on. All right, what do we have for Aries? The beautiful energy deck here. So I might trip over my words. It's okay. I'm only human. All right, what do we have for the beautiful Aries? We have the Sun. Number 1 on the deck. So we are focused on the things that make us happy. Maybe we're trying to get out. Maybe we're trying to get seen. If it's anything like here, we want some sunshine. So I like that for you guys. It's beautiful. All right. We are going to use the Wild Reflections with the Energy Oracle. All right. And we're going to see what is the current challenge right now for Aries this week. All right. It's 2 of Cups. Soulmates. So maybe we are trying to bring in our soulmate right now. What is hidden right now? Maybe we're just trying to focus on love. Being with the people we love, the people we care about, being open to new relationships. Right now, what is hidden? The 4 of Swords, pulling our energy back. I feel like this is quiet. Contemplate. I can't say the word. It's like taking a deep breath, a pause. All right, so what is the outcome? All right. The Queen of Wands. That settled drive to keep moving forward. And she is a queen. Queens are badass, I should say. You know, she's got these beautiful cows behind her, but she keeps walking. It's like making my own path. I feel like you're very fiery. You're very driven. You kind of get things done. So right now, I feel like you're focused on your happiness right now, you know. Feel like maybe you're trying to get out, you're trying to date, you're trying to do things, or you're wanting to bring that in, but maybe you're just kind of like in a stuck kind of mode, a meditation mode. You're definitely with that 4 of Swords. He's on a boat, just kind of lonely out in the lake, surrounded by trees. And it's telling you, you know, get out. Go out, do things. All right, find that passion, especially if you're like looking for new love or wanting to bring new love in. Okay. All right. Your advice is the 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. Kind of weird advice, but it's also about facing your fears. You got the Sun and the Moon. So It's like hiding in the shadows, you know, finding your own path, your own journey. You know, this might not be a love situation. This might be like a job that brings you a little bit more joy in your life, you know, but you're quietly contemplating on how to make that successful with the Queen of Wands here. And I feel like it's like you have those seeds planted, you know, just keep moving in that direction. You know, maybe you are worried about finances right now, but I feel like this Five of Swords is like telling you to take the shot, to keep going, you know? I find the Five of Swords really funny. So you have the two of, well, they're arrows in here, but they're laying on the ground. And you have the three up here. You got two in the quiver. I don't know if you can see that. And then you have one shooting. So if you let go of these Four of Swords, then you have that one arrow. So it's like having that ace. And I feel like it's what it's telling is you've sowed it. Allow it to grow. Stop focusing on it. Walk away from that energy and shoot your shot. Whatever that means for you guys. But I definitely like it. It's definitely beautiful. But you definitely have to embrace the unknown to get there. Oh, look. Ace of Pentacles. You know, maybe you're definitely focused on some kind of new beginning. Either way, I love the energy. Definitely about focusing on your happiness and living life. Definitely have something that you love. I love that. All right. We're moving on to the beautiful Taurus. I did not timestamp for Aries, so I apologize. All right. What do we have for the beautiful Taurus? All right. Let's check out their energy. What are we doing for Taurus today? The rest of this week. Man holding a coin. So maybe we got a love offer coming in. All right, what do we have for Taurus? Might be a job offer, actually. All right, Goddess of the Moon. I love this card. So beautiful. It's like facing your fears, embracing everything unknown, being totally okay with it, just enjoying the abundance of life right now. Oh, she's definitely a beautiful card. All right, what is our challenge for this week? What is our challenge? The Three of Cups. Getting out, celebrating, having some time with friends. The Ace of Pentacles is what is hidden from us. And what is our outcome? Our outcome is the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like this is about kind of getting out, enjoying life a little bit, you know? And what's hidden is that seed of an idea about what you want to do financially. Maybe you're trying to change careers or focus kind of more on your money aspect. I feel like you're definitely going to be putting the work in for whatever it is. So I feel like right now it's just kind of a healthy balance in between going out, having fun, and working through some financial issues or creating more of a financial life for yourself. All right, what is your advice? The Six of Cups with the Ace of Wands and the Four of Swords. And back is the Emperor. So maybe you're in that current stern energy. The Emperor is a man who knows how to get everything. He knows how it works. He's very stern. He's very disciplined. He's very rigid in the way he stands. And it's if you're focused on your money, it's kind of a good thing. And I feel like that Goddess of the Moon is telling you to, it's kind of like the Judgment card. It allows you to just kind of be open and receptive to what is trying to be offered. And I feel like if you let go of some of the expectations and go out and have a little bit of fun, you know, those creative, more stable ideas start popping up in your head that you can work towards. And a lot of it is with the Six of Cups is about like balancing that out, you know. Definitely with that Ace of Wands is getting that spark for whatever idea is, but don't let it overtake you a little bit. I feel like maybe you're keeping it quiet, keeping it to yourself. You're not really talking about what you want to do, but you're very kind of like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it happen type of energy. You know, you have a lot of faith in what's going on right now. All right. That's what I have for my beautiful Taurus. Moving on to Gemini. 1111. All right. What is the current energy for Gemini? All right. What do we have for Gemini for the week? What's the current energy? And my phone is ringing. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Geminis. What do we got for Geminis this week? What is the current energy? All right. That Emperor might be that father figure too. Right. We have the Thinking Woman. Are you researching, detailed, getting a higher look? Maybe we're educating ourselves this week. You know, maybe we have somebody coming into our lives that is an educator. I feel like it's like maybe we're going out seeking therapy. All right. What do we have for the beautiful Geminis? Top to bottom. No. Thank you. Not listening. Ooh, we go through something painful. Challenge. What's hidden is the Chariot, and the outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. So maybe we're getting some help. Maybe we're working past the situation, getting some therapy on a situation that ended. It was kind of painful. You know, maybe a situation that you saw coming, you know, because this is the only deck I've ever seen that has him facing forward. The lighting in here is awful. I do apologize. There's nothing I can do about it right now. All right. I was telling you to like keep moving, keep going forward, keep pushing. The Chariot is also kind of like you're driving the Chariot. So where do you want it to go? And I feel like we do have the Ten of Pentacles in here as the outcome. So I do love that. I feel like maybe you're doing some kind of work on yourself over something that ended, and you're just kind of pushing through it with the Chariot. Like you're like, I've got this. I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep going. I'm definitely focused on what I want to build, how I want to build it. You know, what fulfills me this week. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Sun. And we have the Lovers as your advice with the Tower on the bottom. The Tower, I love the Tower. It's really pretty. Can't see it. I'm trying. So you have a lightning bolt that kind of knocks it out, knocks it down, and you're two people. So maybe it's an energy that you need to shake up or a situation that needs to be changed. I definitely like the Tower because it's like breaking down the barriers to build something stronger. And I feel like maybe you're starting to go out there, you're starting to put the offers in, you're allowing yourself to be creative, you're allowing yourself to heal a little bit with that Page of Cups. You know, you're definitely kind of focused on your happiness, maybe going out, having fun, kind of beating your own drum right now, you know, and maybe it does have something to do with a love situation or some sort of lover. Love situation can be love for a job, work, project, career. I mean, it's different for everybody. But I feel like right now the current energy is the shakeup. You know, that's that tower moment. What direction am I moving in? What do I want to build? What am I trying to create? And putting love into it, you know? Definitely focus on having healthy, happy type of love. All right. I love that for you, Geminis. That is beautiful. All right. It'll remind me to call my dad back later. Ooh, manifesting popping up in your own energy. Strong. All right. I love that for you guys. We are now moving on to Cancer. 16 and 15. There we go. All right, Cancerians. I hope you're doing well today, my beautiful Cancerians. All right. What kind of energy we got going on for the Cancers, the crabs of the zodiac going into this week? That just flying out. We have the sun. I feel like Aries and Cancer have been kind of like on it. Little teeter-tottering going on. All right. Definitely focus on our happiness. You know, getting out, being seen, getting out in the sunshine. Maybe we're going swimming with that pool. Probably not right now because it's definitely still cold out. I think maybe waiting for summer. All right. What's the challenge? We have the Six of Wands, the victory. Your victories are your challenge right now. Okay. What's hidden is that Queen of Swords and the Ace of Cups as your outcome. Oh. Currently, your challenge is that victory right now. How am I going to get there? How am I going to achieve this? Am I going to achieve this? Kind of going on with the Queen of Swords. She's so pretty. Queen of Swords. And you're hidden. I feel like this is about you kind of like setting that up for yourself. Like maybe subconsciously thinking about, I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to be disciplined about it. I'm going to make this happen. And your outcome is that Ace of Wands. It's like putting whatever you have going on out there into the world, allowing it to shine. And I really love that. It's kind of a beautiful read. Definitely working on some victories here. We have the Two of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Cups, with the Knight of Swords on the bottom. So I feel like the Knight of Swords is telling you is the swords are about messages, is, you know, get out there and move. If you have a message, say it. Maybe you have messages coming in. Maybe I feel like it's just saying get out and move. Jump on your bike. If you've got something to say, say it. Your advice is the Two of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. I feel like this is about the universe is telling you that take the blindfold off and take the shot. You know, you definitely have a desire to build something. It definitely feels good to you, but you need to move. Okay? That is the advice for you. I definitely love it. It is very beautiful, but I feel like you can't get that victory until you are able to get some kind of discipline out. I didn't say that right. So let's try that again. All right. If you want a victory, you have to be right with yourself with that Queen of Swords. You have to be able to set those boundaries with yourself, especially if it's something new you want to create. All right. That's what I have for my beautiful Cancerians. I love it. It's beautiful. All right. We're going to be moving on to the beautiful Leos 2007. All right. My beautiful Leos. What do we have going on for my Leos? My beautiful Leos, where you at? All right. We have anxiety. Are we stuck in our head right now? Pushing and pulling, keeping us up. What are we feeling anxious about? You guys are Leos. You guys are the strength. Love it. The lions. All right. So it's number 18. I don't know why I said that. I didn't do it for anybody else, but maybe you need to know. All right. So definitely feeling a little anxious this week. All right. What is the challenge for our beautiful Leos? What is the challenge? All right. 3 of Cups. All right. What is hidden? The Knight of Wands. And what is the outcome? Ace of Swords. So maybe you've been dealing with energies that don't really quite align with you with this 3 of Cups here. Or maybe you've been spending too much time in playing. You definitely, I feel like hidden is like subconsciously, maybe you're out kind of playing the field. You're kind of doing some things you shouldn't with the Knight of Wands over here. It's definitely a very quick, fiery energy. There's a lot of passion, but not a lot of love. And I feel like with that Ace of Swords, you're wanting to go in a different direction, maybe. Something I feel that you're kind of more aligned with, or something that there's not a lot of feeling here, except for the 3 of Cups, and that's kind of play. Like I'm play, kind of in and out. And that Ace of Swords is like, you want to aim it somewhere, but where are we trying to aim it to? Type of energy. And it's probably what's making us a little anxious. Seven of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the 2 of Swords. With the Sun, we're getting a lot of Sun energy. Very happy energy. Maybe it's because we're getting through all of this rain going on. I think this Ace of Swords is where you want to plant your seeds. Where do you want it to grow? Maybe you're trying to fix a situation or overcome some kind of situation. The Temperance is telling you that some things need to come into balance, whether you're balancing your emotional or your outside world, you know. And definitely got some kind of indecision about what makes us happy type of energy. And that is very anxious energy. This 3 of Cups might be somebody that went out and played around on you, especially with somebody that was kind of just a fly-by-night type of energy. And you're wanting to go somewhere else with that Ace of Swords. It's definitely about messages. And you create what you want into your world, you know. Start planting whatever seeds, like use your voice, plant those seeds, you know, grow that garden. What is it that saying? The grass is greener on the other side. So the other term to that is the grass is greener where you decide to water it type of energy, you know, and that definitely takes some kind of balance. So it takes a lot of inner balance and a lot of outside balance. And it's definitely about making that decision or that choice into what really makes you happy. This might just be like a friend group. This could be a lover that stepped out on you. This could be a career change, but definitely grow your garden. You know, put that message out there. This is what I want. This is what I want to build. This is how I want to create it type of energy. All right. That's what I have for you, my beautiful Leos. All right. We are moving on to the Virgos. It's going to get louder when I get closer to my mic because that's where I write. Right. How are we doing? The beautiful Virgos. The cream of the crops over here. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are dealing with my my still and my stagnant energy over here. Trying to push past it. It is definitely getting brighter out though, which is kind of nice. Kind of gets me out of my funk. All right. What do we have for the beautiful Virgos? All right. We have action. Ooh, get up and move. Do something. Action's telling you that maybe you've been stuck, still stagnant, and you need to move. Or maybe there is an action that you need to take on something to get it off the ground. So it's definitely about movement. And I love that because there's a black and white horse in it, which is kind of like the chariot and the tarot. So that black or white horse, it's kind of like you're driving your own chariot type energy. I love that for you guys. It's really pretty. All right. All right. What's the challenge for Virgos this week? What is the challenge? Temperance, patience, balance. Kind of like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Definitely matching the horse. The light with the dark energy. All right. What is hidden? Hidden is the Emperor. Okay. All right. And the outcome is the Ten of Wands. So I feel like maybe you're having some kind of patience or you're trying to have patience or the lack there of patience because it is in the challenge spot. It's the ability to have some kind of patience when you are dealing with stuck, stubborn kind of person. It's kind of set in their ways. They don't listen. They're just kind of like, no, doing what I want. And maybe you're just taking the action to kind of just keep carrying that burden. Or maybe you've been holding on to that burden for so long. Or maybe it's you. Is like you're feeling like have been patient too long and you just kind of have to put your foot down about something and you are going to carry that load. Your advice is the Magician, the Strength, and the Ace of Cups with the World on the bottom and the Devil under that. Interesting. Okay. All right. Your advice is to I feel like this is about creating your own inner peace. You know, maybe being a little less emperorish and a little bit more loving and open to the world. You know, I feel like there's some kind of very toxic cycle that needs to change and needs to move on. Or maybe you are closing the door to whatever the topic. I really just feel like it's honestly you're closing the chapter on some kind of toxic cycle that's going on back here. And it's really just kind of telling you I feel like it's manifesting some kind of inner peace, learning how to love. And that does take action. It does take patience, but can you continuously stay in that Emperor energy in order to do that? You know, is that the burden that you're choosing to carry? So, but definitely, I feel like taking the action to create whatever that inner strength is for you and opening yourself up to loving the things that you have going on in your life, or just opening yourself into love in general is a good way to break toxic cycles. All right, that's what I have for you, Virgos. I love it. Oh, we are moving on to Libra, the beautiful Libras. 30, 20. All right. My beautiful Libras. My beautiful scales. I love the scales. I'm a Libra rising. Oh, definitely a lot of I love everything equal and balanced, even numbers. It's weird. All right. What do I have for Libras for this week? What do I have for Libras? All right. Every time I look up, I get blinded by this light. I have to work on that. What do I have for my beautiful Libras? We have storm warning and chaos. This is the Tower card in the tarot. Storm warning, chaos, things upheaval, things moving around, swirling. It's like if you've been still and stagnant, you're not going to be still and stagnant anymore. You're just going to get ready. Brace yourself. Oh, it's definitely about change of winds, change of tides, things shaking up, things getting removed. Oh, I actually like this card. It's 10. It's like after the end of this, chaos is like a new cycle. So definitely some changes coming up with the storm warning. All right. What is the challenge for Libras right now? What is the challenge for the beautiful Libras? 9 of Pentacles. We want up or down? Down. All right. So maybe we're feeling a little less confident, a little less independent. Maybe we're focused on are having some codependency issues right now is the challenge. I'm not taking all of those. Give me a minute. So I feel like that being our challenge could be definitely the storm warning. We got so much going on. Everything wants to come out. All right. We're just doing top to bottom. Don't throw. All right. So maybe we're feeling a little codependent, a little unlike ourselves. Not really feeling good, looking good. You know, maybe we're having some negative things going on. 5 of Pentacles wanted to come out. We're not taking 5 of Pentacles today. I will show you. But maybe you're worried about finances. Maybe you need to change your mindset. That could be about having some kind of negative mindset, allowing things to come in that shouldn't come in. We got 8 of Pentacles and you're hidden. I feel like that's something that maybe you're trying to work through right now. As your challenge, we have the 7 of Pentacles. This might be about finances. So maybe you're overspending. Maybe your finances aren't really looking so great. We did have the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom, which talks about financial loss. I'm going to shuffle this up one more time. Oh, I feel like maybe you're trying to work through that. Maybe create different ideas, new investments, doing something differently. We have the Ace of Swords and the Magician and the 2 of Wands with the King of Cups on the bottom. I feel like this is more about creating new opportunities, new ideas, trying to see what you can make out of nothing type of energy. You're definitely a little undecided, or maybe just kind of a little stuck on where you want to build. I mean, I feel like you're fully aware, definitely emotionally, I wouldn't say emotionally content, but emotionally understanding the kind of warning. I feel like this is more about money than it is about love or anything along the lines. So definitely overspending, definitely feeling a little codependent energy. You know, I think behind the scenes, you're subconsciously trying to work it through your head, and going into it, I feel like you're, you know, trying to maybe try different opportunities. It's usually about planting seed, but we're going to be planting different crops and kind of seeing what grows, what sticks, what doesn't stick. I feel like that's what that Ace of Swords is having that spark of an idea, but just kind of getting it off the ground is kind of where you're stuck a little bit. I feel like you're super emotionally invested to whatever it is, and it's going to keep pushing you forward. So that's what I have for you, Libras. Definitely a little upheaval right now. All right. I feel like that was kind of, I'm sorry, not very, I love Libras. Libras are amazing. 35.50. Oh, just watch her spending, Libras. 35.50 into the Scorpios. And what do we have for the Scorpios? All right, into the world of the Scorpios. What do we have for this week? Yin and yang, good, healthy balance. Maybe focusing on some bringing your feminine with your masculine energy. Maybe you're nurturing yourself a little bit more, working on projects. I definitely think it's a little bit about balance this week. Number is 22. Oh. I can do it again. All right. What do we have going on for Scorpios this week? I'm not taking all that. All right. What is the challenge? Definitely too much. All right. What's the challenge for Scorpio this week? All right. Our challenge is the Hierophant. Having faith. What is hidden? Hidden is that Seven of Swords. All right. And the outcome is that Six of Swords. So I feel like it's right now you're taking a time to maybe educate yourself, get some higher learning. But I really feel like it's taking a break. You know, that's quiet. He's got his head on that bull and he's just kind of, he's taking a pause, a moment. You know, bulls are very stubborn, beautiful creatures. They've seen a lot. And it's like getting that wisdom. You got the Seven Swords, what's hidden from you. I feel like that's and I really feel like it's deceptive energy, more of like maybe you're strategically planning something, or you've kind of got an idea and you're trying to maneuver things a little bit. But I feel like it's really taking the time to kind of think through what kind of plans you have. And it definitely is all about the balance. And your outcome is the Six of Swords. It's beautiful. It's definitely a journey card. You could be traveling. But I think it's just moving into some peace. You know? And a lot of that has to do with balance. So I feel like taking that time to get real with yourself type of energy, or, you know, even getting that kind of spiritual power with that yin and yang, you know, maybe thinking about what works for you with that Seven of Swords. Kind of brings you a little bit of peace. All right, what's the advice? Ten of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the King of Swords on the bottom. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is Focus on your home life, focus on the things that you have, that you've created, you know, definitely looking good. I feel like with that Page of Cups, it's telling you, you know, that's put your love toward your family, your values, all of that healthy, loving home life. It's like having it all, you know, and I feel like that's kind of what you're focused on right now is balancing that out with that King of Swords. He's very disciplined. He knows where to shoot. He knows where to aim. Like, he knows those things. He also is very good with his words. He's very good with his actions. Like, it's a very good energy. And I feel like maybe you feel like things are a little bit slow with a lover or a partner, love career, and you're slowly allowing it to build. You know, this might be I feel like this is like a slow creation to building like a very beautiful love story. And that definitely takes some balance. All right. I love that for you, Scorpio. It's very beautiful. All right. What do I have going on for my Sagittarius? 36. All right. What kind of energy we got going on for Sag this week? All right. What kind of energy do we have going on for Sagittarius this week? We have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Ooh. I feel like creativity is your word for the day. So maybe we're getting creative. We're trying to find the passion in something, aligning that out. All right. What is the challenge? Being stuck in our head. What is hidden? The Devil. What's the outcome? The Fool. I was wondering when I was going to see the Fool. All right. So I feel like the universe is telling you to maybe align with your second chakra. Be a little bit more creative. Your challenge is definitely being stuck in your head. What's hidden is maybe those thoughts behind that, those negative things you tell yourself. And I feel like your outcome is just taking a leap of faith. You know, get up, do something, try something new. You know, don't stay in the energy of I can't. You know, the Fool card kind of leaves you in different directions, but it's definitely, it's like a lighthearted jump. It's like kind of throwing it to the wind and seeing what becomes type of energy. Your advice is to definitely trust yourself, the High Priestess. I feel like you're going through some stuff, my beautiful Sagittarius. High Priestess with the Death and the Sun card. I feel like it's about getting in touch with your intuitive side, you know, allowing those thoughts or those changes to die and transform something new in order to see your happiness, because that gives you peace, you know, and maybe you're being highly guided with the Hierophant right there. You know, I think you're definitely going through some changes, but it's telling you, go out, create, go out, do something, you know, build something, create something, write something. You know, if you are stuck in this devil energy, just write it down. See how it goes. Journal. But definitely I feel like it's about allowing yourself to transform into what makes you happy. Because right now, I think you're focused on some kind of higher peacefulness. All right, take that forever, whatever works for you. All right, that's what I have for my beautiful Sages. I feel like I need a water. All right, we're moving on to Cappies, the beautiful Capricorns. 45, 24. All right. What do I have for my beautiful Capricorns? My beautiful Cappies. I'm going to try and do some outside this summer. Woman holding a coin. So this might be like a new job offer. A change in career. You know. Maybe an inheritance. Definitely something with finances. Oh. She's got that little black cat with her, which is, I always feel like is good luck. So, you know, I like it. Right. High Priestess coming out. All right, what's the challenge for Cappies? What is the challenge for Cappies? 8 of Pentacles. What is hidden? Temperance. What is the outcome? The 7 of Wands. I like that for you. I feel like the challenge is being able to put the work in. And allowing yourself to do the work. The 8 of Pentacles is all about putting in that work, focusing on the financial abundance. It's starting to watch those seeds you planted grow, you know, but what's hidden is the patience behind it. Like, do you have patience for this? Are you trying to have patience for this? And it's also like getting balanced, balancing things out. Maybe you're trying to balance your finances out. You know, with the 7 of Wands being your outcome, I feel like it's telling you to just keep going forward. It is a balancing act. She's about to balance on these wands. And I love the fact that there's water. So maybe it's a really high time you balance out your emotional world with your material world type of energy. All right. Your advice is the Queen of Swords with the Page of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. That's coming out a lot. Definitely some kind of new beginning that you feel very sternly about with that Justice card there. It's like, I'm going to do it. It's mine for the taking type of energy. The Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles is telling me that I think you're very decided on what you want to build and how you want to creative. It might be something small. It might be the change in career, change in path, change in goals, but you're not quite ready to take that blindfold off yet, or kind of make that decision. A little indecisive about it. But definitely I feel like universe is telling you, you know, it's just about time, you know, plant that seed, watch it grow, especially that financial seed. Oh, I definitely like that. I feel like money's coming in for you. It's just maybe take some time. Oh, it's very, very, very nice. All right. We are moving on to Aquarius. At 4904. All right. What do we have for the beautiful Aqua babies? That wanted to shoot out, so we're going to take it. All right. First chakra. Okay. A little sexual tension there. Root. Maybe we're getting down to the root of matters here. You know, maybe we're trying to get grounded. What do we have for our beautiful Aquas? Our Aqua babies? The Aquarius for this week. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. All right, our wish fulfillment. Getting our wishes granted. This could be also overindulging, especially with this first chakra. So maybe we're getting a little overindulgent in things. Drinking too much, spending too much, enjoying a little life too much. What's hidden from us is the Justice. Maybe being able to bring that back into a little bit of balance. Definitely the Two of Swords as the outcome. So a little undecided about something. Oh, sorry, guys. With that root chakra there, I feel like it's definitely, you know, getting grounded, getting rooted, setting some roots down. Maybe that's what you're for. Maybe that's wishes granted, but also at the same token, maybe you're being a little overindulgent in things, you know, and the universe is trying to tell you, you know, you need to slow down or you need to stop. And this, if this is the other way of looking at it, where you're trying to find roots and grounded, maybe this is universe telling you that things are starting to go in your way, but you're going to have to decide what you want to do. You have to take the blinders off in order to aim. You can't just shoot blindly. All right, what's your advice? The Emperor, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands and the Tower. So the Ace of Wands is telling me with this Tower is that maybe you need to shake things up in order to plant those roots, whatever that root is for you. Okay. Maybe you need to be a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I want to say stern, but he is kind of a stern guy. He's kind of scary. Emperors kind of have it all. They rule everything. They have a lot on their plates, you know, especially when it comes to options and opportunities, you know, where they want to build. And we definitely have two beautiful plant cards. So definitely where we're laying down roots right now. So this might be like some kind of move, upheaval, maybe kind of like a wish come true that you've been working on for a really long time, but you're kind of undecided about what to do and you need to get real with yourself. Look at the options that you have out in front of you. You know, where do you want to settle down? Like, what do you want to grow? And got a lot of like big energies coming out. Definitely feeling grounded. It's like going in different directions. It's like, do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? Oh, what am I doing? Type of energy. It's what I feel like the Tower is right now. Do I stay? Do I go? And definitely, I think you need to go out. You need to get grounded. Kind of like calm those options down for you. I don't know if this is love or work, really. I mean, it could really be anything. It's your situation, but definitely kind of neither here nor there type of energy. All right. That's what I have for you guys. I honestly don't know how that's going to resonate with anybody, but I'm sure whoever it does resonate with, it will find you. All right. We're now moving on to Pisces. 55. All right, so my beautiful Pisces. I should have grabbed a water. All right. What do I have for my beautiful Pisces? You might hear my son and my husband talking in the background. I don't know what they're talking about. All right, what do I have for Pisces? The beautiful fish gang. I feel like I always get like super tired and everything gets a little mundane by the end of these reads. Like I'm pulling a lot of energy. I don't know whose energy I'm pulling, but I'm pulling from it. So we're going to try. Indecision. We're in indecision mode. A lot of indecision lately. All right. That's also number 8. What path are we taking? What road are we going down? You know? We're definitely in red right now. It's the changing of the seasons. So where are we headed with indecision? We going left, we going right, we going up, we going down. All right. What is the challenge for Pisces? What is the challenge for Pisces right now? We have the Tower. Everything's falling apart. What's hidden is that 5 of Swords energy. And the outcome is the Judgment. I feel like if you've been stuck in a lot of indecision, like the world's going to shake things up for you. This might cause some kind of conflict behind the scenes. I don't feel like it's like up front and in your face. It might not be super big, but I feel like by the end of it, you're kind of making a judgment call and you're just kind of throwing caution to the wind type of energy. I kind of like it for you, actually. All right, what's the advice for Pisces? The 4 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles, with the Page of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom. So I feel like your advice is to contemplate or maybe take some time to meditate with that 10 of Cups here and focus on like what's good for your family, what's good for your home, what's good for your own happiness, you know, and that's maybe where you want to build. This might be an indecision about where to move. And there might be some kind of conflicts, but in the end, I feel like a judgment call is going to happen. But definitely take some time and discuss it out with your family, especially when it comes to where you're building. Page of Pentacle, I feel like this is maybe some kind of financial offer that's coming in, or you're looking at your financial aspects, maybe stuck in a mindset. Can we afford this? Are we available to do it? Can we move towards it type of energy? So I think you're willing to try and give it an effort. This could be also, you know, this could also be moving past like mindsets about holding on to every little penny and starting something new. But I really feel like it's just about deciding in which direction you want to go. Because anytime you change a direction, it always shakes things up. Sometimes it causes some conflict, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel like this is definitely a judgment call that you've made, you know. Spending some time with family, I feel like always helps. Definitely focusing on where we're going to build. I feel like whatever offer, I feel like that's kind of what you're walking toward right now, especially when it comes to financial. So this could be like a decision about a job change, decision about a place to live, anything along that lines. All right, that's what I have for beautiful Pisces. All right, definitely. Yeah. All right. If you have made it all the way down, I'm going to do 59, 50. All right. If you've made it all the way through the read, we're going to do a 1-card pull for every sign for the love, because we know everybody's here about love. Love for career, love for people, love for job, what we need to hear, what we don't need to hear. All right. So it's going to be Aries through Pisces. All the love, top to bottom. All right. If you're dealing with an Aries, Empire, we're going to build something incredible together. If you're dealing with a Taurus, healing. I'm going through a process of healing and restoration so I can be in optimal health again. If you're dealing with a Gemini, lost. I've been looking for you and all the wrong people. If you're dealing with a Cancer, it's effortless. The universe supports our union and our love will happen effortlessly. Love that. We're going on to Leo tribe. With all of our shared interests and goals, we could easily be a part of the same community. Virgos, priorities. Even though your heart longs for me, you realistically don't have time. You realistically don't have time in your life for me right now. All right, where are we going? Libras, mission. We share a passion for helping others. We have a mission to fulfill with the world together. If you're dealing with a, what is in charge of my signs? Scorpio, baggage. Are you truly healed enough for me to walk in your life today? All right, we have Sagittarius, denial. What truth about yourself are you avoiding? That could be interfering with your openness to love. All right. I lost track. Give me a moment. Cappies. There we are. Toxic. Would you want to expose your soulmate to the person that you are today? You are the person that I deserve to be with. Aqua babies. We have destiny. Trust the universe will guide us towards each other, aligning every detail, every moment for our destined encounter. And Pisces, we have unavailable. I am currently in a relationship with the wrong person, but I will find my way to you eventually. All right. Thank you guys. Most love, light. You guys have a great day. Thanks.